Okay, now that I got the intro in, I thought I would move on to the subject of panic attacks. Yay! I have been experiencing panic attacks since I was 7 years old. I remember my very first one. I can even tell you about it and tell you how stupid it was, but in the moment I really thought I was gonna die. I was 7 years old. I had just gotten out of the bathtub. I was drying off. I went in my bedroom. Do you guys remember what VCRs are? We had one, of course. And I pressed play with my dry finger, but in my brain, because my hair was wet, I thought I was being electrocuted. I seriously started breathing funny, ran into my dad's room. I was screaming, I'm dying, I'm being electrocuted. Call 911. And he's like, you're standing in front of me. If you were being electrocuted, you would not be in front of me talking to me. And I was like, no, I'm really dying. Call 911. So my dad, being kind of smart, picks up the phone, pretends to dial 911, and says they're on their way. 5 minutes later, I'm fine. Okay, fast forward. I go through so many panic attacks, but they had triggers. I'm a hypochondriac. If it's out there, I've got it. I don't have a headache. I have an aneurysm or a tumor. If my heart skips a beat, I think I'm dying. So, dying, panic attacks, oh, they're such a great combo. They've gotten worse as I've gotten older. The fun thing is that now they come without warning. I can be completely happy, not thinking about anything. I can be having fun, and bam, I think I'm dying. I've been to the emergency room via ambulance, which, yay, about 7 times, and I've missed work, school because of them, and I've been to everyone you can name: therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists. I've done the behavioral cognitive therapy. It does not work. I'm sorry. I cannot tell myself, breathe in and breathe out slowly and you'll get over it. Because when you're in the middle of a panic attack, you think you're dying. My heart beats fast. My fingers and toes get tingly and numb. Even when I'm breathing, which is hard to do, they're very shallow breaths. Even if I'm trying to breathe deeper, it's not working. I get dizzy, lightheaded. I feel like the world is like closing in on me. And they last. Sometimes they last for, I think 2 hours was the longest one. The worst one I ever had was in New York when I was working there, and I was rushed to the hospital and my heart rate was through the roof. They were surprised that I wasn't dead from a heart attack. So pretty much I can kill myself by having my own panic attacks. I have my different types that I like to call them. There's the panic attack that comes out of nowhere. There's the routine panic attack where I'll get it at the same time every day, no matter what. There are the night panic attacks, I think because being alone and in the dark and everyone's asleep, like, I feel hopeless, I don't know. There's panic attacks caused by other people, because if I'm in a real, like, crowded place, or if I'm not able to be around my phone or my safety nets. My mom is a safety net. If I think I'm dying, I'll call her. But it's really ridiculous. It messes with my life. It's happened when I've been in the middle of class in high school. That was really embarrassing. And I had to tell everyone that it was dehydration. But I literally could not walk. Like, my mind is so super controlling because, whew. And the worst part is that I have like 2 sides of my brain. One side is saying, you're dying, you're dying. The other side is saying, you've had panic attacks all your life and that's all this is. But that part never wins. The dying side consumes, and unfortunately unless I take medicine, which I take Xanax as needed, which sucks because I usually have a panic attack each day, so yay for that. I really don't like being having to depend on medicine to help me, but honestly, I've been to so many therapists, nothing works. Herb supplements, whatever, blah blah blah. My mind is way more powerful than those, but not powerful enough to stop the panic attack in the first place, which is great. But I wanted to share that because, you know, people will talk about anxiety, and their anxiety is so irrelevant and stupid to me because it's, there's so much traffic today and I'm so anxious because I can't get to work on time. That's not the anxiety I have. My anxiety is terrible. It's really terrible and I can't control it. And that is the worst part. But just thought I'd share my little panic attack story with you. And I'm sure I'll have more stories as I get more panic attacks, which will happen. So if you have panic attacks like this, please tell me. I'd like to know what kind you have, what happens to you. And that's it. So, and I'm sorry. I would not wish panic attacks on my worst enemy. So if you have panic attacks, then I feel so bad for you, and I'm so sorry that you have to go through it. They suck.